Hey everyone, how we doing? This is Mo with podcast I Hear You. Welcome all with me and please welcome my good friend Anna.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Mo.
How we doing, Anna?
We're good. How are
Always
you?
good. I'm great. I'm great. I'm
Good,
having
good.
fun and I'm really appreciate you are here.
I love to be here and
You are
supporting
the
you.
second one. You are my second guest.
Oh my goodness.
So I
First
really
is the worst, second is the best.
yes, I've been practicing and now I'm having you, so I'm
Yes.
ready and I'm really glad you are here.
Thank you.
So how you really doing?
I'm doing great. I'm very busy, stressed. I'm in the middle of a transition. I was laid off from my job that I had for 12 years, which is a very long time to be employed with the same company.
I know.
But I am fortunate where they laid me off on very good terms, and I have a severance package, and I have time to really discover my passion in life.
Oh,
So
wow, that's nice.
it is a good time in my life. It's probably one of the best times I think I'll ever have
Really, for being
for
unemployed?
self-discovery. Yeah, just to be able to understand who I am and what I truly want to do with
find your
life.
passion.
Correct. Yes.
How's that going?
So far, so good. I mean, you see me. I'm
Good.
very busy.
Yes,
I'm just keeping busy. I'm making sure that I'm doing everything I can to expose myself to different groups of people, networking groups, and just making connections because I think that's very valuable. It's all about who you know and building true relationships with people.
Do you find
Yeah.
like a few, because I know you've been doing a few stuff with photographing and creating and stuff like this. So do you find a passion yet or just between here and there?
It's not an issue. I call it an issue, but it truly isn't an issue. I feel that I'm very multi-passionate and I love a lot of different things.
Okay.
And my whole life, I think that's what I've struggled with, is trying to pick one thing to really focus on and give 100% to.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's even possible at this point because there's just too many things that are equally passionate to me. So I'm just trying to discover what it is that's going to take all of those things that I'm so passionate about and combine them all into one big project.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see you can do that. You know,
Yeah.
I've been always telling you try to be a content creator
Yeah.
or traveling vlog or do something related to this stuff because I know you can do it. You can do it great at least.
Thank you.
You know, so do you had a dream job?
So let's just start with when I was little.
Okay.
I thought I wanted to be an astronaut, which is fun, right?
Okay.
Why? Because I loved space.
Oh,
Space
okay.
was always so fascinating to me, the stars, the moon. I was always so fascinated with there's another world out there, you know? And I always was very curious when I was little.
Do you believe there is another world there?
Oh, 100%. And I
Okay.
believe in aliens. I have no problem saying that.
Same.
We cannot be the only species on this universe. There's no chance.
I believe they are there, but they can see us. We don't see them yet.
Yeah.
One day.
But I'm very attracted to the unknown. Like I want to know everything. I'm very curious. That's the word. I'm curious. And I would love to go to space one day. That's like my dream.
So this is
If
when
I
you
am
were
on my
there.
dying, like if I'm dying, I'm on my deathbed and I'm like, what does Anna want right now?
Yeah.
I'm going to say I want to go to space.
Okay, this is a message for Elon Musk. Please help Anna.
Help me. Bring me up there.
Okay, so this is when you were little.
Yes.
And
So,
what about now?
I mean,
Or growing up?
that's changed so much. So I love to sing too. So I'm an only child.
Yeah.
I remember when I was little, I had a lot of time by myself. You know, my parents, they're immigrants. They came here from Poland. I had a lot of free time at home by myself while they were working hard to just play around with different things and see what I like to do. I love to sing. I realized I really love to sing. So my mom would buy me karaoke tapes of like Disney movies. And I remember my favorite Disney movie was Anastasia. And I would just sit there and sing the Anastasia tape, the
Okay.
karaoke tapes. And then it turned into the internet, right? We got the computers. And all these chat rooms started popping up. So now, you know, parents regulate these chat rooms, make sure your kid's not on chat rooms. Like back then, there was no regulating that stuff. Nobody even knew what it was. You know, it was just
They
new
don't
coming out.
understand it at this time.
Parents didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
So I would find karaoke chat rooms and I would just go on the chat room and sing
Okay.
in my room. And I would spend hours doing that just for fun. And my neighbors would even be outside like, oh, we hear you singing. You sound so good. So for a while I was like, I want to be a singer.
Okay.
And then I did start a YouTube channel for a little bit. And back when YouTube was very easy to get views, it's like a different world back then.
It was
You could
very few
easily
people
get
there.
YouTube.
Very few
Yeah,
creators.
exactly. So you could easily go on there if you had good content or if people were interested in what you're doing. It was easy to be seen on there. So I would just record videos in my bedroom and Jesus, if you go look at them right now, like I had to actually
I
hide
believe
them
it
all.
would be fun.
They were good. However, there was a mess in the back. There was pictures everywhere, like, you know, this kid stuff. The way it presented in the background was like, oh my God, it's a mess. But
People will focus with your voice.
yeah, I posted a video of me singing Britney Spears.
Oh.
And I would never finish the song either. I don't know why. I would just sing. I would even have a microphone pretending like it's connected to something, and it wasn't. It was just, you know, it was just me trying to pretend like I'm singing into a microphone, make it look professional.
Okay.
And then that one video that I posted got 500,000 views, which was insane.
Wow, 500,000.
Yeah,
Back then, that's a lot.
that is a lot.
Okay.
So yeah.
Do you still have it?
I do, but I hid it. I'm kind of sad about it. I only hid it because I think I'm going to turn that channel into more of like travel videos.
What's the channel name?
I'm not telling.
I want it exclusive for the people to watch.
To be continued.
Okay.
But,
okay. We will look for it.
Yeah, that was my dream for a little bit too. And I got a message from MTV one day through email.
MTV?
Yeah, they emailed me.
Oh.
And they were like, hey, we're going to shoot a pilot, which was like a show that they wanted to test out and see if it would air. Like, see, you understand what a pilot is.
Yeah.
So they named it MTV Superstar. And it was like videos of people singing from their bedroom.
Oh.
It sounds a little weird, right?
Well,
like, from the bedrooms. But yeah, they had me set it up where you're singing in your room, whether you're dancing around in your room or you want to, however you want to stage yourself. That was like a show that they were trying to do, where it was like a karaoke show, people competing to sing for like a prize. So we recorded that pilot from my room, which was kind of fun. And I started to think, is this even real? Like, is this really MTV?
You know, too many people started like this. Did the pilot and didn't believe it will go.
I didn't believe after everything was said and done that it really was MTV. Because the pilot didn't air, it didn't go live, and it never happened. But then I got a check in the mail from MTV, and I was like, okay, so this was real.
Okay.
So there was like a little tiny moment. I had like my moment. You know?
Why didn't go for it?
So it's hard when you have immigrant parents, and I think you understand. They want to push you a certain direction with your career. Not that they discouraged my singing or didn't like my singing or didn't think that I could be a singer. They wanted to make sure that I am gonna be okay in life.
Get educated first.
Correct.
Get
it's a huge risk to try to make it in that industry. You know what I mean?
All of our immigrants like this. Like,
all immigrant parents are
when
like
I
this.
was in Egypt, I was a good in soccer, and team of my city, I like invited me to go to play or at least go for a practicing or something. But I was going to high school at this time, I remember, and my dad told me, finish your high school first.
See?
Or at least get your college degree or whatever. So I lost this chance. Yes, I joined another team, but it's not my favorite team. You know? So sometimes you lose a good chance because parents want you to study, and you can be a singer. You can make millions over being a regular job. But if you just chasing your dream, you know, sometimes you just have to chase your dream. But
it's hard when you have immigrant parents that suffered, like
I know
that didn't grow up rich. You know, they grew up poor. In Poland, back when they grew up, they were waiting in line for bread. It was like communist times. So for them, it was always like survival mode, right? So I understand, and I love my parents, and they worked so hard. And I understand why they would be nervous to have me go 100% into something like this. Instead of focusing on like, go to college, go get a degree, go be a doctor. You know, every parent that's an immigrant, go be a doctor or a lawyer.
I understand mine wanted to be a engineer. Because my dad is a airplanes engineer in Air Force in Egypt, and always wanted me to be an engineer or something like this. And I didn't care at all about this because I never liked studying. I love to play. I love to be in soccer or something. So I never. But when I was young, I wanted to be a pilot. Also because of my dad. Like my dad working with airplanes, so I want to be a pilot. This was like
you want to follow in his footsteps and make him proud.
Or join the military for him or something. When I was young, after that I want to be a soccer player. But as you said, the career and studying and all of this, and I never liked to study, so I wasn't never engineer. But
life gets in the way. People make decisions or try to influence you, right?
When you are young?
When you are young. It's very easy to be influenced when you're young.
I believe
and try to make your parents proud, right?
But sometimes they have I can say like sometimes they can see it, but I wish they had little faith in me, like, okay, go try, you know? But take care of your study as well. Like, you can study and you can play.
They allowed me to sing, and they did encourage me to sing. Like, they would come to every talent show. My dad would record every single video. He even posted some of my videos on his YouTube channel because he had a YouTube channel as well.
What is
so they were
channel
supportive.
about?
Gosh, I don't remember. Back then, I don't know if he had like an online store or something, and I don't know why he was posting my singing videos on an online store. I guess whatever. This is what immigrant parents did back then to make money.
Okay, now look for her dad's channel, not her. Okay,
it was a very awkward thing, but I just remember he would post. No, you're not. It's on there, and I'm not going to tell you where it is, but it's on there.
Okay.
But anyway, so I kind of strayed from the whole singing dream, but it's not dead.
I know.
Let's just say it's not dead.
I hear you. This is my channel name. I hear you.
I
hear you. I heard you before in karaoke, and I remember the first time I said, "Wow, you have a good voice."
Yeah.
Do you remember the song I asked you to sing it?
No.
It was a weird song, and you said, "What?"
What song did you?
Unholy.
Unholy. Oh my God.
I love
TikTok
this song.
Viral shot. That song that went viral on TikTok.
I love it.
Oh my God.
I don't know why. Don't ask me, but I love it. But
you made me sing that in front of all those people, and I embarrassed myself.
It was so good. You sang it very good. You know.
Thank you.
So
it's not a dead dream. Let's just put it that way. It's not dead.
Do you
yet.
think about it again?
I will definitely pursue it again when I have more time. Is what I would always say. When I have time. So now I have time.
Okay.
I have time right now, but like I said, it's not just singing that I'm passionate about. There's so many different things that I'm just trying to make time for everything.
I'm always saying you are a creator. You can create something. So online, YouTube channel or Instagram vlogs or traveling vlogs, but you can do something, you know. So you are a creator. You can do it.
Yeah.
So after being in singing area, what after that?
So after singing, I did go to college. After I, kind of strayed away from the singing, got influenced to, all right, go to school. So I got my degree in psychology. And in the middle of that, my 4-year degree, I had a scholarship for the first 2 years, and it was free college because in high school I had really good grades. But then I missed the deadline for applying for the extension for the other 2 years to be discounted through it was called the New Jersey Stars program. It was like a scholarship program.
Okay.
So I missed the deadline, and now that was going to come out of my pocket. Like I would have to actually get student loans now. And I was like, oh crap. So I got the opportunity to apply for Verizon because I worked at a bank, and I saw that one of my coworkers that left, he had been talking about Verizon. I worked for Verizon, and they kept saying it's really good money. Like I'm really happy working here. So I was like, oh, I'm curious. Let me find out about Verizon. And I was like, this does look great. And I put him down as a reference, and I applied because I was making $7 an hour at the bank. Back then, maybe it was okay because, the rising costs now, $7, we would not survive minimum wage.
Makes sense.
But I was like, I want to make more. He seems to be making more. I put him down as a reference, and I got the job. And the reason I cannot say anything bad about Verizon is because they really took care of me. Like, they paid for the rest of my schooling. I got $8,000 for school every single year that I was there.
Okay.
So if I wanted to continue getting, a master's, whatever I wanted, every single year I had an $8,000 allotment. So I took that job based on a few things. Well, that being one of them, the money. And then it gave me the opportunity to travel in my 20s because I was making money, better money than most of my friends that were paying off school. You know what I mean?
I feel because I did the same actually.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking just a little detour in your studying, or you didn't pay or didn't get the free scholarship, made you look for a job, made you had a career already, take you away from being a singer or doing what you really do,
Exactly.
And I know what you are saying because I had the same when I was in college, and I was playing soccer at this time, but I got a very good chance to go to work in Qatar.
Someone I think I remember you telling me this.
Yeah, someone told me I have a visa for you, and you can come to work. And I always wanted to travel. I wanted to have my freedom, especially in Middle East. You remain staying with your family even when you grow up. You don't leave the family house easily. So until I was 20, I was still with my family, but I wanna
explore.
Yeah, I wanna go somewhere. I feel like I'm not free.
In a bubble, yeah.
So when he told me that, I said, you know what, I will go.
Yeah.
And I left everything, and I went to Qatar, start working. Even the day I went to Qatar, I didn't know what I'm gonna do. I really didn't know. I was 20 years old in different country.
Yeah.
I had a few people, I know them there, but I didn't know what I'm gonna work. And even I'm still a student in the college. I found someone, I met him in the same day. He was related to someone I know. And when we sit in the restaurant, I start talking to him. You know me, I'm very social.
Yes, you like to talk.
Talking. So we start talking, since I was young, I'm always the same. We start talking and he offered me a job in the same, like 1 hour after my first hour.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, he you know what? Do you want to work with me? So I said, what I'm going to do? He said, you will know tomorrow. I said, yeah, I'm with you. So next day morning at 7, I wake up and went to work. Just like this. And I didn't even know what I'm going to do.
So you just did it.
And it take me until today. I'm doing this job. I'm still doing it now, you know. So since
and you're in the United States now.
Yeah.
So you made your way around
and I'm doing
the
the same job, like office job stuff.
Yeah.
What I've been doing
to
since I went when I was 20, you know.
Yeah.
But of course, I went back to Egypt to finish my college and been studying and working in Qatar. But that's what I'm saying. Just little thing can take you from your dream job, and you have a job now.
Yeah.
And because
you get comfortable too. Like I was very comfortable. So comfortable that I stayed with them for 12 years, which is a long time.
I didn't know that.
But when you're traveling, you're meeting amazing people through work, you're having fun, and you're making money.
You are not thinking to leave it now.
No.
You know? Why?
The days that you're working and you're not doing something that you really enjoy, you know, that's a long time. That is a big part of your life, the 8 hours a day that you're spending. But by the end of my time with them, I had accrued 6 weeks vacation time every year. So I always had vacation time to go anywhere I wanted.
I remember
so it was worth the days that I had to work doing a job that I really didn't truly enjoy to have that. But on the flip side, it's crazy how this is reality, right? You have to suffer 8 hours a day doing something that you don't like, thinking, oh, the reward is that I'm going to have vacation time, right? Where really we should be going for a job that we enjoy.
You really enjoy it.
And you don't even want to take a vacation away from
wake
it,
up happy to do it.
Exactly. So that's really what I realized is I don't think I can ever go back to something like that where I'm working a job that I'm just truly not happy 8 hours a day. You
that's now I'm asking you are looking for your passion now. You know? You want to find a passion about a job. You want to wake up to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like I'm wake up every day. I'm happy to work.
For me, I realized I don't think I can have one job. I think I'm always going to have multiple things I'm doing at one time. I truly believe that I'm going to have multiple things I'm doing at once, whether it's like multiple businesses one day or working for multiple people doing things, which I'm kind of sort of doing now. I enjoy helping others, and I also enjoy doing a lot of things for people. Like I genuinely, truly enjoy helping people. And right now, as we discussed before, sometimes I don't take money for it because right now I'm just kind of helping, getting experience.
Okay.
But eventually it would be nice to be paid for
I
all
think
that.
if you find a way to get paid for traveling, because I know you love traveling, you have amazing experiences traveling and advisor. Like guys, Anna, one of the best to ask her about traveling. I asked her about anywhere. You can ask her literally about anywhere. She will send you a big list. If you told her I'm going to Mars or Jupiter, she will send you a list.
I will have a whole itinerary
about somewhere
for
to do there. You know, so you can help people doing that. Like tell them, oh, you can, but by videos or something. I don't know how you find your way, the best way you do it. So imagine you get paid for being traveling.
Yeah.
You're doing whatever you want. You love to do.
I agree with you.
So.
Let me tell you what holds me back sometimes with stuff like this, right? Sometimes you really can't tell people your ideas or be vocal about it to too many people because it only takes one person to make you think that it's not a reality or it's not possible or everybody's doing that. You're not going to be able to do this. Why would you do that? You're not going to make good money doing it. Like, it only takes one person to destroy your chance of trying. Do you know what I mean?
I will disagree with you.
Okay, tell me why.
Don't take the negative from everyone around you. Like, you can say, I'm going to do, like me, let's say. I said, I want to start this podcast. Okay? Someone will tell me, man, how are you going to start a podcast with your accent? With your English. Man, you don't understand half of the words.
I understand everything you're saying, but yes, I get what you're saying,
someone can say that, right? And he's right. But it doesn't stop me. No, because I'm going to do it. I'm sure someone will understand me and have fun.
Right.
And even now, I am having fun. So do it. And you know how many billions people living on this earth? For sure, the people around you who said no, some people will be somewhere else, enjoy it and say yes. At least if you influence one, you win.
That's why I'm now realizing that. For the longest time, I would let people tell me, you can't do this. This isn't possible. it's too hard to break into this industry. It's not too hard if you really want something. If you truly want something, you have to ignore what everybody else is saying. And that's where this whole passion thing comes into play. Like, I'm trying to find that one thing, because I know that once I find something that lumps together a lot of the things that I love, I'm going to have no problem disconnecting everybody and just going for it 100%.
And you will surprise too many people supporting you.
Yeah.
Like showing you how much you helped them, or your advice to help them. Because I'm one of them, and I'm telling you, yes, you helped me when I was traveling, and you told me, hey, go for this place, go for this place. So if you find your way, I'm sure you're going to help someone.
Yeah.
Just do something you love, put your passion in it, and I'm sure you're going to do it good.
Yep. So that's what my goal is now, is just to find that thing.
That's fine.
And I'm looking.
You have time now. So
I have plenty of time. So.
Do you have any plans for traveling now?
So, of course, I can't go too long without booking a trip. You know this. Sometimes I like to stay grounded and stay here for a little while because I love my friends, right? I like to have those connections. And if you're away too long and you're constantly traveling, it's hard to build a community of friends. Yeah. So I did make it a point to have a longer period of time that I stay in one place now, just to build on those connections, right? But now that I have this time between jobs, you know, I'm fortunate that I have unemployment, severance. I'm like, I need to do something dramatic. Like, I need to go somewhere crazy, right? Okay. So I'm just going to say it on here, because if I say it, then I'm going to have to do it, right?
Okay. So this is exclusive for me.
Exclusive information for Mohammed. Okay. And by the time this is aired, you'll probably see me at one of these places.
You will be there. Okay. Yes.
I'm still fine-tuning it, but I want to go to Europe. I want to visit Paris, Milan, Switzerland, Germany, and Poland, which I've been to Poland many, many times. I have family in Poland. I have to end up in Poland, because if I went to Europe and did not go to Poland, I think I would get murdered.
Do you have family there? You have family?
All of my family is in Poland.
Okay. You have to go.
So if I didn't go and they saw me gallivanting around Paris and they're like, where the hell is she? Why is she not coming here? I'm not going to upset them. Yeah. But no, I do really want to see my family.
So it's a pack trip?
So what I'm going to do is I started to last night I was up till 3:30 in the morning. So we all had that gathering last night, all of us together.
Friendsgiving. That was great.
I came home.
Shout out for Jimmy.
Shout out for Jimmy. You did a great job. So it was a late night. I got home at like 11, 12 o'clock at night. Okay. I started to look on my phone at options, right? I was starting to think, maybe I should book a tour, you know? Because if I'm going to go alone, it's kind of scary if you think about it. As a female especially, you kind of get nervous, right? So I started to look at tours, and I started to look at prices of tours, and those tours don't entirely align with exactly what I want to do, which I told you what I want to do. That's pretty much like set in stone. Like, that's what I want to do. Okay. I haven't found anything that's going to do all of those. So now my thought is just to go. Have very minimum luggage, just a backpack. Okay. Not even a big backpack, because I don't want to be walking around like, let's do this small.
You will do that?
Okay, I used to carry a huge suitcase everywhere.
I traveled with you once, so I know.
Over the years, it's gone like this. Okay. And even last time I traveled to New Jersey, which I would always bring a big suitcase, you know. I came there with this, and my friend was like, where's your luggage? And I'm like, this is it. She's like, wow, I'm so shocked. Like, this is really you, Anna? Like, because I realized I don't need all that crap. I don't need all that crap when I travel. Okay. And the less you have, the more possibilities of spontaneous thing happening on a trip. So I'm just going to bring minimal amount of stuff. I spoke to one of my good friends, Ina. She is from Russia. Okay. And she traveled a lot all over Europe. And she's actually one of the people that I spoke with today that was like, what do you need big luggage for? Bring just backpack and go. What are you thinking about it? You're not going to be safe? Europe is so safe. Just go. And I'm like, okay. She's like, nothing's going to happen. Just be alert, be careful, but you go. And I'm like, okay. So it's good to have a friend like her, because she's done it many times. And she's just like, go. Okay. And I was like, I don't think I can tell my mom. She's like, you tell me. Don't worry about it. We can tell your mom later. And I'm like,
when you are there. Hey, Mom, I'm embarrassed or whatever.
My mom's going to listen to this and be like, you're correct. Like, I'm having a heart attack right now.
I will post it when you go.
Yes.
So not before. After you go, I will post exactly. Hey, I'm in Paris. Okay, I'm posting this video.
She's going to have a heart attack. But anyway, she's the one that's really encouraging it and saying, bring just a backpack. And I agree with her, because if I really want to do this right, I don't want to worry about somebody stealing my crap. I don't want to worry about lugging stuff around. I don't want to worry about losing anything. I can't imagine rolling a suitcase everywhere. So it's just not possible. I'm going to have to force myself.
Backpack is easy, especially you're going to take trains or airplanes there.
And honestly, as females, and I think a lot of women watching will agree, we are so concerned about what we look like. We want to have a different outfit for each day, each picture for
Makeup,
Instagram, Facebook pictures. Like you don't want to be seen wearing the same outfit. But if you just leave that out of your brain and just let's not think about Instagram for a second and think of like how this can truly be an experience where you're in the moment and learning and meeting people. They don't care that you wore this in Milan and then you're wearing it again in Italy. Two different people. They don't care. You're meeting all different kinds of people that are seeing you for the first time. True. So don't be so concerned about taking photos and like dressing up. You can take pictures in Paris wearing this outfit, and then the next day you're in Milan wearing the same outfit. People are gonna be like, how the hell did she get from Paris to Milan in the same day wearing this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who cares?
So enjoy the moment.
Enjoy the moment.
Than thinking about it.
Exactly. Don't worry about what you're gonna look like, what you're gonna wear. Because especially if you're trying to plan a trip like what I just told you, I would have to have 2 suitcases to have a different outfit each time. You know what I mean?
So that's why I'm surprised, but I think you can do.
Also, my idea is, let's just say I want to dress up. Why not go to a thrift shop and buy something crazy from that country, right?
Yeah.
Dress up wearing that, and then go donate it after, you know?
Okay.
And just make it like a nice thing to do. Like donate it to somebody on the street.
Especially the trip is cheap already. You have a cheap trip, so.
So yeah, the reason I really wanted to do this in the first place was because the flight was going to be $150 one way from New York to Paris.
Okay.
So I was like, multiple dates in December for that price. I was like, okay, there's my sign. Like,
you are going.
One-way ticket. I'm not even going to book the return flight because I just want to see where the hell I end up.
So the plan is no plan?
No plan.
Just go and enjoy.
Just go. I have a general idea of where I want to go, but I'm just going to let the universe take me.
Okay. Are you a solo traveler?
I've done a few trips by myself, and I have to be honest with you, every time that I've gone somewhere alone has been the most incredible experience.
Oh, really?
Yes. People are so scared to travel alone.
Yeah.
And I can understand if maybe you're introverted or you don't like to talk to people. I love to talk to people. I love connecting with people. I love having conversations. I love learning about people. So for me, I have no problem going someplace and just being completely open. And that's a big thing that I really encourage other people to do is don't be scared to have real conversations with people. Don't surface level.
Have fun. And ask the locals.
This is surface level. It's going to keep you this. If you have deep conversations with people, you're going to notice your life start going like this.
Yeah.
Because you're just going to meet these incredible people that want to help you, that will open up with you. Strangers. Like I've had strangers tell me crazy shit, crazy stuff that just met me. And I'm like, listening. That's important. Just listen.
Yes.
Don't say anything.
It's opening your mind for this culture and these people, you know. I remember when we were in New York one time, I think I'm late like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I came, I found her with some girl, she's from New York, and telling her everything to go. She said, oh, you have to go for a street like this to do that. And head gym there. Do you remember that? Speak easy there. So I said, how you talk to her that fast?
Yeah, I was waiting for you, right, at the bar. I remember this woman. And then we exchanged numbers, and she's like, next time you're in New York, let's go hang out. And it was literally like a 20-minute conversation.
Yes.
That by the end of it, she's inviting me to her home the next time I come visit. But that's just how you have
This is Anna, you know, that's what I'm saying. Anna's easy to do that, you know.
I'm just very open.
Yes.
And I'm very open and right from the get-go with most people, I would say.
I think it will be too much fun trip.
Yeah.
I want to do that. I think I can do a solo trip too.
You can.
I would enjoy it.
Now, it's good to be open, but also just be aware, right? That's what everybody says. Be careful, be aware. I probably won't be going out at night much alone. I don't really want to. I don't feel comfortable. I know for myself, I'll feel safer being somewhere like a hotel and exploring during the day. I am a daytime person. I love going.
So you said Paris, Italy, France, Italy, Switzerland, Poland.
Poland, yes. And Germany.
Oh,
because it's Christmas, the Christmas markets, I'd feel like I'm stupid if I don't go see the Christmas markets in Germany. Okay. So, yeah.
I think you are there, so and they have a backpack, so you can go wherever you want. Just take a train and you will end up in anywhere.
If you get a phone call from me like, I'm going to Egypt, you better help me out and plan the whole thing for me. Like you're playing Miami
I can make a plans for you. Don't worry about this. Just tell me you are going. I will make too many
Maybe I'll never come home.
And it's very close to Europe, so you can do it easier than here.
Exactly. And fun fact for anybody that didn't know, so I am a dual citizen. Right now my passport's expired, but I was trying to get it renewed for this trip because who knows where this trip's going to take me. if you're a dual citizen, you can actually work, live, go to college for free, get free healthcare
as
European
as a
citizen.
European
Yes,
citizen, yeah.
because of the European Union, which I had no idea. My mom had no idea. So now my parents are all scrambling to get their passports renewed because they're like, oh my God, we can go move and retire to Poland and have healthcare free and this and that.
They lived in Europe, in Poland.
They did.
But when they came here?
They came here. My mom.
You were here yet?
I was born here.
Oh,
my parents came here probably when they were about 30, 31 years old.
Okay.
So around the time, like my age, similar. Okay. And they came here for work, both of them. They were on a work trip together. Okay. And they decided to stay. They had me. And my mom really truly decided that she wanted to go back to Poland. But my dad was like, I want to stay here. So it was a little bit of like a hard time for both of them.
To decide.
She really wanted to go back. And she still, to this day, wishes she could go back. Family. I mean, it's hard to be away from family. Okay. It's really hard to be away from family. I don't have any siblings either. So I feel like my parents are all I have here. When I go to Poland, I feel that complete warmth.
It's a big family there.
Everybody's like around. We're having Christmas dinner. We're doing things together. And you just feel like you have family. Okay. You know, when I go there. So that's why I have to go there.
Have you lived there before?
I've never lived there, but I would go there for 2 months every year when I was growing up. So my mom was very smart. She made sure from the time I was 2 years old
to keep going back.
Every summer, like when I started going to school, summers you're going to grandma's. So I might have had like 15 trips or more to Poland.
To make you
everybody knew, exactly. Everybody knew Anna's going to be gone for 2 months in the summer. Like, bye Anna, she'll come back. One time I came back with a mullet because that was the fashion in Europe at the time. That wasn't fun. My boyfriend at the time was like, I gotta go. This is over. But my cousin's like, you gotta get it. It's the newest craze in Europe. You gotta get this mullet. And I'm like, okay, Magda, whatever you say. And I came home with this mullet and everybody was making fun of me. It was funny. I'm just laughing about it right now.
Mullet was something here too.
Yeah. But I grew up with two cultures, and that's what's kind of fun and interesting is that I am open-minded and I connect with others even better now because I had those experiences growing up. I'm able to see, walk in my shoes, but also walk in somebody else's shoes and realize that they might be completely different than mine.
Yeah, the culture is different. Yeah. How you are connected to each other, like culture? Like you are more Polish, more American?
I'm more American, I would say. Okay. But when I go to Poland for long periods of time, I start to become more
like them.
Yeah. So I know if I moved there for a year, I could go that way. I could probably
Polish.
live there and just be 100% Polish and live happily ever after. But
would you live there, like forever, settling down?
I thought about it, to be honest, because after I found out all of those benefits, the healthcare, they're trying to make it legal, and I don't know if this is still true, so don't quote me on this, but they wanted to make it so that everybody, doesn't matter what job you have, you get 7 weeks paid vacation time. Okay. Mandatory.
7 weeks.
7.
I'm struggling
so in
for
Europe,
2 here.
In other countries, they value quality of life.
Yes.
They value relaxing. Here, they just want us to work. Like
it's all about it.
Most Americans think my life is to work, right?
Yeah, it's a circle about work, wake up, pay your bills, work, wake up.
Yeah, and before you know it, you wake up one day and you're like, wow, I just spent my entire life working.
You lost your life.
You lost your life. Yeah. And then those are the people that tell me now, travel, please. Like when you talk to older people, and that's who I like to get advice from
older people, yeah.
When it comes to anything with travel, right? They're the first ones to tell you, go. I talked to 2 friends this week that are older, and both of them said, go. Don't even think. My younger friends, why would you do that? You're going to waste your time. You should be looking for a job. You should be saving that money to buy a house. So there's 2 different perspectives here. Am I going to take the perspective of somebody that's like me? Or am I going to go for the person that's older now having regrets? Okay. I don't want to have any regrets in life.
It's a struggle for everyone, you know. If I should settle down and look for my future or enjoy my life now, you know. So
and I truly feel that settling down isn't a bad idea for me. But I don't want to settle down with the wrong person. I want to make sure that when I settle down, it's for the right reasons. And that I don't feel the pressure of society to be like, get married.
So not for a person, for you. You will do it for yourself.
When the time is right, I feel like everything has to come together. Who knows? It could be tomorrow, but it has to feel right.
Okay.
For that to happen.
Yeah. So. What if you, let's imagine, what if you met someone during your trip in Europe and you really enjoy being around or want to be more, have more time, would you move to Europe?
It would have to be someone very special.
Okay.
It would have to be somebody like blowing my mind, like, oh my God, this is the one maybe for that to happen. Because I am cautious. Like, I don't really want to trust everybody I meet.
Okay.
You know? People pretend to be something. You know what I mean? And I've learned that through past relationships and just relationships in general. You don't really know somebody until you give it some time.
But
so I wouldn't move, I would say. I wouldn't dramatically just pick up and move.
Give it time more?
I would give it a little time, maybe long distance conversations. If I went back, who knows, maybe I would want to stay, but not for them. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
I would never stay somewhere for somebody else that I just met. I would give it time.
But do you believe in like love at first sight and stuff like this?
No, I don't think so.
No, it'll never happen.
I think love at first sight, people say that, but maybe sometimes it's true when you get lucky and that really is love at first sight for you. But most people that have said love at first sight, you ask them 10 years later, no, it wasn't. Like they're not still with that person. It's that infatuation
really
or that attraction.
Yeah.
When you feel those like feelings,
You
right?
have this crush.
You're attracted to somebody. You're like, oh my God, what's happening? Like, it's rare for me to be attracted to somebody too. Like, it takes a lot for me to like be like, oh, this person's interesting and cute and like all the things.
Until he talks.
Exactly. And opens mouth. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
So when somebody like has all of those qualities, it's easy to be like, oh, feelings. But you do need to like be logical.
You are not easy to fall in love.
No. You have to be logical because this is your partner for life. You're going to grow together. You're going to build together. You need to make sure that they're saying the things that align with what you really want in life.
How you really can know, okay, this guy, I can stay forever with him?
Time. That's it. You need to give it time. You can't just jump into things. You have to give it time. Like when I think of my two best friends that we've been friends for over 10 years, we've never had a fight where we were just like, I'm never talking to you again. Never. Anytime we've had a disagreement, maybe we would like pull back a little bit, but we would always come back to each other that week and figure it out and talk and make sure we never want to lose each other. And I really want to mirror my future husband like that. Like the relationship I have with my two best girlfriends is the exact relationship I would want to have with my future partners. We were always going to talk it out, figure it out, and communicate. That's the biggest thing. If you lie, if you don't communicate properly, I never felt like my girlfriends lied to me, those two specific girls. Okay. Never. We've always been honest and open with each other. And that's where I understand why they say trust, communication, all of those things are important in a relationship. Because I see it with them and I can see that we've never ever had a situation where we didn't want to be friends. Like we can't imagine our lives without each other. So I'm waiting until I find something like that.
I think it needs time to find someone to really put your trust. Yeah. Because as you said, trust and communication for me, at least, it's one of the most important things to make any relationship work.
Exactly.
Love will come. And you can very be in love and after time from how much you don't trust him, he's a liar, he's a cheater or something, you will lose this love.
Right.
But if you really trust and you have communication to fix any problem will come with time, you can make any relationship work.
And it's a two-way street. You need to remember it's not just you that has to be putting in all the work. They have to put in the work too. And you have to both show each other that you care about each other. If one person doesn't show, then it's doomed.
Do you feel that's very hard to find in these days or maybe here?
I think it is hard to find these days. I think there's a lot of options and people just like to explore their different options and they think that better is out there. And you always hear this on podcasts.
You lost the time. You said you need time to know this person, to fall in love or feel, okay, I feel now you lost the time. Because
it's a choice, I think.
Because there's too many attention. Yeah. Like, everyone has too many options, so you don't have time to really prove yourself because you can't prove yourself in first 2 dates or something.
Right. I think guys don't realize that once you make that choice and if you give it your all to that one person, truly, and stop, going with all these different options, then you really can see things change, right?
But that's not only guys. Girls too doing that here. I think the dating life here is about that now. Yeah. Like they keep jumping from here to there. My conversation with Amelkar, the first guest in the last episode, he was saying exactly the same about the attention here girl is getting, and I told him guys also, and it's about exactly the same dating apps or something. It's make it this way. I
don't know why things have gotten to this point, to be honest. I mean, it used to be easy, right? We could date and you pick the one person, you're with them for a while. It's very hard these days. It is. It's hard to find one person and not have a wandering eye or be like, oh, this option. And I don't know why that is. I don't know.
I think it was easier when we have a real connection, not just social media connection. Because when you were in college or something, it's very easy to fall in love with someone with you in college or high school or whatever. Why? Because you have the connection, you see him every day.
Right.
So you have a real connection, you fall in love is in his action.
Right.
Not just a social media picture or the fake hour he's spending with you in a day. No, you see him every day. No one can fake himself or herself every day.
Right.
So that's why it was a good love during this time. But now when we grown up, we don't see too many people around us. So where you gonna meet that one you really say, I love this person?
Yeah,
you know?
You need to spend time together. That is important. Because you don't really truly know the person unless you spend time with them. So I do believe in moving in with somebody before you get married, seeing how you live together.
Okay.
I don't believe in the traditional, we wait to live together until we get married.
Okay.
Oh my God, I can't live with this person.
Yeah,
this
you can surprise when they move together.
This person snores way too much for me. This person drives me nuts. They always leave the toilet, whatever.
Have you broke up with someone because of this stuff?
I've never lived with a guy, actually.
Oh, okay.
So I've never lived with a guy.
I never either, so I don't know really.
So I can't really answer that. Like, I can't tell you that I would break up with somebody over that. But I do enjoy my space.
Okay.
And I've lived alone for a while. I lived alone for like 2 years, almost 3 years. Where if somebody's going to come in and just make my life chaotic. Like, when I come home, that's my peace. So if you don't match that and don't agree with home is peace, then I don't want you in my space, because I need to come home and feel like I can relax now.
I understand that.
And we both have to be on the same page.
Yes.
We're not running around, like, you're not running around bossing me around, telling me to do things and disrespecting me, or we have to communicate, like, this is what I do and this is what you do, but let's do this so that we don't piss each other off. You know what I mean? So there's ways you can compromise. That's the word, compromise, when you live with somebody. So I'm curious to see how that would be when I live with somebody.
I think when you really love someone, will let it go a little bit. Some stuff will let it go and you will adapt, because this kind of relationship, when you move in or get married or whatever, you have to sacrifice a little bit.
Exactly.
So you will sacrifice a little bit of your peace. He has to sacrifice a little bit of his peace or whatever. And you have to be in the middle ground.
Yeah. And it's easy when you truly love somebody or care about somebody to do that. And that's the other thing. If you find yourself constantly not being able to compromise with each other, maybe you don't really love this person, to be honest. Because going back to my friends, my 2 friends that I keep talking about, Wendy and April, they're in New Jersey. I'm actually going to see them
That's why I'm
this
saying.
weekend, Thanksgiving. I'm going to go visit family and friends.
Okay.
But anytime that we've traveled together, we all have our things. One person's like this, one person's like, but none of us ever complain. We understand that that's her, and none of these things are big things where we're pissed off or disrespectful amongst each other. Like, we just understand how each other is, and we understand, like, this is just how she is, and I accept it. So
it makes sense.
Yeah.
So let's play a game.
Okay, go.
It's about one word answer.
Okay.
So whatever I'm gonna ask you, say this or that. You have to pick one.
Okay.
Okay. So this game is satisfaction or perfection.
Satisfaction or perfection? Okay.
Answer. Only one.
I have to pick one?
Yes.
Satisfaction or perfection?
Whatever comes to your mind, exactly.
Perfection.
Perfection?
I like to make everything perfect.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because perfection is not easy.
I know, but when I commit to doing something,
okay,
that's the problem too, is when I commit to doing something, I already know it's going to take up all my attention, because if it's not perfect, I'm not happy.
But that make your life harder to make everything perfect.
Well, that's the thing. I have to choose carefully what I want to focus on, because whatever I do focus on, it has to be perfect.
Okay. Perfection. Okay. So mountain or beach?
Mountain.
Mountain?
Mountain, yeah.
Really? And you're in Florida?
I know. This is a problem for me. Ideally, if I lived in California, if we can bring the California mountains to Florida, I would love it here.
Oh, okay. I can.
But yeah, I don't think.
I wish, but yeah.
I would like to have a home here and somewhere in the mountains one day.
You can have like seasons.
Yeah, 6 months here, 6 months
you
there.
You need to be rich to have a houses here and houses there and houses everywhere. So.
One day.
Okay, one day. So, which language? French or Spanish?
French. I always thought French was so sexy. I don't know. It's just sexy.
All girls is saying French.
French is just, if I go to Paris.
I think guys will always say Spanish.
If I go to Paris and I hear that accent all around me, I'm going to die. It's just sexy. I don't know how else to put it.
Okay, so we know Anna will have some troubles in Paris.
Oui.
Oh, good luck for you. Good luck for you. Mom or dad?
that's a hard one. You're really going to ask that
Big
question?
one.
I can't. I'm sorry.
It's because on video?
No.
Okay.
I love my mom and I love my dad. I can't love one more than the other.
For this one.
Okay.
Read a book or listen to a book?
Read a book.
So you like to read?
Yes. I haven't gotten into the whole audiobooks yet. I've been trying.
I tried. It's way easier.
Same.
It's way easier, but it's not the same.
We're constantly connected on our phones. We're constantly. It's kind of peaceful to just put it away and realize, turn this off. I need to read a book. Yeah. It's just peaceful, you know?
There is
it disconnects that. Yeah, exactly.
Enjoyment in reading, like leaving all your life and just reading a book.
Disconnect I think the point of reading a book is to disconnect. And if you're reading a book, listening to a book from a phone, your phone's still near you somewhere where you're going to get distracted. It happens. So yeah, I'd rather read.
Okay. So, about a guy you're going to date. He has one bad habit. Cocky or selfish?
Selfish.
You will take him as selfish over cocky?
Wait, I have to pick which.
Yeah, you have to pick one. He has it. Like he's selfish
cocky.
or he's cocky.
He can be cocky, but he cannot be selfish.
That's why I'm surprised you want to take a selfish.
Oh, no. I do not want a selfish man.
It was always me.
Who would ever want a selfish man? I'm sorry. I don't think anybody can answer that.
So you can deal with him as a cocky?
If I had to pick selfish or cocky, it's going to have to be cocky. Because I definitely don't want selfish. Cocky can be a good thing. I'm not going to say cocky is a bad thing.
Okay.
Because when a guy's cocky, that means he's confident, right? So it depends what kind of cocky. Like if you're just arrogant, then it's not going to work.
Okay, so cocky. Okay, so if we talk about a guy you can date, he talk all the time about gym and how he built his body and all of this stuff. So he's talking about his body and gym.
24/7?
Yes. Or love food and talking about food 24/7.
I'll take the food.
You take the food?
Yeah, I don't need to hear about all day about your bodybuilding and your.
You don't care about being masculine man and.
No, I like a muscular man. He needs to be fit and take care of himself.
He would be talking about his body all the day.
But if he's talking about it all day, I don't want to hear it. I'd rather talk about food. I love food.
Okay.
Let's talk about grilled cheese and mac and cheese. Let's go.
That's a good. Actually, I thought you would answer most of them, like what I said.
Okay, so you already know me.
Yeah, I know you a little bit. Do you have fun?
Do I have fun?
Had fun here with me?
I had a lot of fun with you.
Really?
It's very easy to talk to you, Mo, and I think this is great for you, and it's going to go far.
Thank you. I really enjoy it. I hope you will enjoy it with us.
I do. I enjoy how it's so easy to have a deep conversation with you. And I think the more times that you do this, more people are going to realize that they've said things that they haven't expressed to other people, because you can get that out of them.
So
you have that skill.
That's my point. I want people to open up for me and we have a friendly conversation.
Yeah.
We had this conversation, by the way, many times anywhere, even when we were coming on the way now. So that's why I said we can make a podcast of it.
Yeah, it's easy to have a conversation with you.
Thank you for having you here.
Absolutely. I
really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I hope everyone enjoyed it. Hopefully see you soon, maybe next week. And salam.